Welcome to another episode of MarketSense, where we break down key economic concepts and issues into simpler ways to help you understand and make better economic decisions. My name is Dr. Taufik Oleraji. Welcome to MarketSense. In today's episode of MarketSense, we're going to be discussing Afrobeat. Is Nigeria truly exporting Afrobeat, or are we importing it into the country? For us to answer this question, let's ask one or two people and get their views.
Alright, Afrobeats definitely. Nigeria is exporting Afrobeats to the rest of the world. Evidently, the likes of Burna Boy, the likes of Ashake, they all do Afrobeats, and they all came from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, definitely. Then they are all doing great things, London, New York, and the rest of them. So definitely we're exporting Afrobeats.
My take on Afrobeats is that Nigeria is truly exporting now Afrobeats. If you look at Afrobeat down the lane, with the likes of people like Fela Puti, you find out that you've had a lot of American artists who have jumped on beats from Fela. In today's modern realities, you find out that today's stars like Davido, like Burna Boy, like Wizkid, they have their shows abroad. They shut down arenas. You find out that Afrobeat is still being celebrated worldwide. So truly, Afrobeat is being exported.
Culturally, this looks simple and clear. Afrobeat today is Africa or Nigeria's greatest cultural export. Aside the sound, the rhythms, the vibes, Afrobeat has caught global recognition, and events such as the Coachella, the Afro Nation, Glastonbury, we have almost sold out the O2 Arena. And with our superstars such as Burna Boy, Wizkid, Tems, Arasta, we're all over the place. But when we shift from culture to economics, the story changes totally. In 2024, Afrobeat contributed 2 billion to the global music economy. PricewaterhouseCoopers stated in 2023 that out of the 100 million generated by Afrobeat, only 2% came back to Nigeria. So I ask the question again, are we exporting Afrobeat? Or are we importing Afrobeat? To answer this question, we're going to use two analogies. One I call the MTV era, and the second, which I call the crude analogy. So let's start with the MTV era. In the 80s and 90s, MTV dominated global pop culture. We watched artists such as Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., but these videos were not just about music. These videos informed the clothes we wore, the food we ate, and even the cars that we dreamt of driving. So it wasn't about music. America was indirectly exporting its goods, its brands, and its services to the whole of the world, including Africa. So I asked the simple question, is Afrobeat doing this? Are we getting the value chain that Afrobeat is supposed to give to us? Hold that thought for a moment. Now let's look at the crude oil analogy. Nigeria exports crude oil and imports in refined petroleum products at a cost, majorly because we don't have the infrastructure to refine in Nigeria. But similarly, Afrobeat exports raw talent outside the country. But the production ownership, the distribution are not owned by Nigerians or Nigerian corporations, but by overseas corporations. So we look at it, while we get the cultural recognition, the economic value does not come to Nigeria, but stays outside Nigeria. We can even look at it right here in Nigeria. Afrobeat re-enters Nigeria through foreign platforms. You take your phone, you stream Thames on Spotify, watch Davido on YouTube, download Wizkid on Apple Music. The platforms that monetize this product are not Nigerian owned. They are all owned by foreign corporations. I asked the question, who owns the global Afrobeat economy? Outside the glamour, the razzmatazz, and the vibes, US corporations and European corporations such as Sony, Universal, Warner, Spotify, and Apple Music finance our artists, own the masters, handle distribution, and dominate the global streaming platforms. So while the music is born in Lagos, Abuja, Kano, Port Harcourt, the profit goes to Los Angeles, New York, and Sweden. So what needs to change? For Africa and Nigeria to truly export Afrobeat, not just culturally, but economically, we have to do certain things. Number one, we need to invest and make our local record labels stronger. Number two, we need to review our intellectual property protection laws. Not just review, but even enforce it. And so our tech guys outside there, we need to own our own streaming platforms. Imagine Afrobeat selling Nigerian and African fashion to the whole of the world, just the way hip hop did. Imagine the 2 billion that came into that Afrobeat generated in 2024 coming into Africa. Imagine the amount of jobs it will have created in the African continent. If we don't do something today, we run the risk of Afrobeat becoming another crude oil story. This is something to talk about and also think about. So drop your views, your opinion in the comment section. Let's educate ourselves. Thank you for watching another episode of MarketSense. And don't forget to click subscribe and share with your friends and family. But before we go, don't forget, say no to drugs, use the mind, don't abuse it. See you next week.